Hello, my beautiful Leos. Welcome to your reading. Let's dive into it right away and see what's coming your way. If you're enjoying these, would like to see more, go ahead, hit subscribe. I see there's a tears of joy coming forward here. There's a pathway opening, a beautiful pathway. There's an angel right there. Kind of reminds me of a fairy attached to this little girl's mind. Okay. The pathway is opening within the second week. And there is also, I was going to say peanut, not the peanut. It's the other nut. It's the acorn that I think acorns, squirrels actually hide them so they cannot find them. And then they become trees. So they plant a lot of trees, by the way. So acorn is your seed to grow. That can create a legacy for you. But the little girls usually symbolize, the feminine energy symbolize creativity. And the masculine figure, the boys, and the masculine figures actually symbolize taking action. So seems like here you have a creative idea which is blessed by like a fairy, or if you believe in elementals though. If you don't believe in elementals, this can be your fairy godmother. Maybe someone who really loves and appreciates you, someone who has this kind of like a fairy godmother energy, that vibe, maybe blessed you with the idea, maybe something they planted in your mind. This can be not only the idea they planted, this can be also that trust that is planted in your mind as well. Maybe they just told you you can do anything good, do not hesitate yourself, etc., etc. Okay, so this is opening up a new pathway for sure, but it's outside of a comfort zone, and the pathways can be physical pathways. They can show up as also like a mental pathways that you need to travel from where you are to where you want to go, where you want to become. This can indicate that doing your own, this can symbolize maybe doing your own thing, launching your own business, can be symbolizing that kind of stuff. Okay, so, or maybe even like going outside your comfort zone, whatever that comfort zone is for you. Okay, at the end, like I said, there's an acorn showing up. Number 7 is here. Number 7 actually indicates knowledge, information, strategy, wisdom, self-reflection, and at the same time it can be analyzing a situation and coming up with a solution for you. Okay, it is so when you hit the road will reveal itself, and it's going to bring the fruits, of your labor as well, even the seeds for the future. But like I said, this can be a mental journey initially, and after that maybe the physical journey, physical pathway will present itself. The second pathway opening here has a wand. You can see the wand right here. It has like a flowering like a tulip, not a tulip, lotus on top of it, which symbolizes peace at the end of the day. So it seems like there's maybe in the third week you might get outside your comfort zone, which has here the flowering lotus. So the flowering lotus can be also something that the wand indicates an action that you're going to be taking will bring some sort of like an opportunity or opportunity of peace in your life. Okay, all right. Let's see what else we have here. I see a legal paper showing up within the first week. There's a woman here. She's holding like a flower bouquet right here. You see, it looks beautiful right there. And she has a limit though. You see, she has an upper limit here. And I see number 5, the Roman numerical. This actually symbolizes the Roman numerical number 5. So this can be someone who has a flower bouquet, someone who has this gentle nature. You're fire, but you tend to have that kind of like a soft spot as well, your creative part. And that flowers that you're holding, the flowers, the gentleness, the goodness, the creativity, the colorfulness, is actually bringing this legal paper into your life. This legal paper can be symbolizing something that you're working on. And this can be a project, this can be a contract, this can be maybe you want to travel, a plane ticket. It can symbolize like a itinerary for your travels and such. But seems like here that gentleness, that gentle attitude, when it keeps coming, when you keep going forward with that, you're going to actually receive this blessing, receive this contract. Another thing I see here, there's an angel actually coming forward here. There's a person, looks like a masculine figure. This can symbolize your masculine side, your action taking side. Maybe you are doing things, but you're not really inspired about like how to, figure things out. You like, maybe you are like, I'm going to give the example of what I am doing here. Okay. I watch many YouTubers, and I watch, some of you are recording videos. I watch your videos as well. And what happens is, sometimes I get, lose all my inspiration, and I watch those things and they start inspiring me. I do not repeat exactly what those people are saying, but they inspire me. They give me ideas to show, like, okay, then I say, you know what, I can actually look into and research this. The moon's movement, the sun's movement, where the planets are, and I can put my own twist into it, which I do from time to time. Or like the shapes here, you see that I see an angel coming forward. So that's why I see you right here. Maybe you don't really see the rope right there coming forward. You're going to be able to see the rope, and you are going to be able to climb up to that. There's going to be a new pathway, a creative action moment coming forward, and you're going to take that right away. This can happen within the second week. Maybe if you have like a specific subject in your hand, during that second week, you can work on that one, okay, here. And there's a person behind you. You guys are standing on like a big project. This can be a chunk of money. This can be an opportunity. This can be resources. Maybe you're trying to find a way to utilize these resources. And it seems like here, you will be like, when you find that pathway, that inspiration, the action is going to become clear to you, which will lead you to that successful moment. And I feel like some of you might be receiving angelic guidance, which can come through prayer, meditation, connection, maybe like whatever your spiritual practices are. After that, the third week, I see there is actually a porcupine in your heart space. This can be your shield that you're building, and can be necessary because maybe you might get some sort of like attacks from outside. Attack doesn't have to be specifically like a physical one. Can be mental one, spiritual one. Another thing here, shielding yourself. I feel that shielding yourself energy. This can be also to the news outlet, all those things that we are getting exposed to. This can be even the food. I was listening to another expert, not really like an American expert, but he was saying about like talking about cucumbers, how much like they have whatever it is in there, etc., etc. So that like that kind of things is also the food that we put in our body, that shielding ourselves against those are important too. I see like that's okay to do that. Then if you're feeling like, oh, I shouldn't eat this anymore, if you're feeling that way, your body's telling you, giving you some messages. There are 2 shooting stars within the third week. This can be 2 good news coming to you. And on the 4th week, I see there's kind of looks like a golf course, but at the same time kind of reminds me of like a place in the sky, and you're putting your flag inside of it, which we actually, I think on the moon, there is a scene that we have the flag on there. So this can be symbolized. There's 2 bulls under this land, and I think back in the day, before it is accepted that the earth is round and it has a planetary system, there was a belief that the earth was on top of the horns of a bull. And I see this here. Okay, it's a flat earth and it's on the top of the horns of a bull. So this can be Taurus energy, 2 Tauruses exactly here. Taurus has stability, but at the same time, they might have a little bit stubbornness here. And you are on top of them. So this can be you have your flag on top of them. So this can be 2 people that are stubborn, structured, stubborn, wealthy, but they're hard to change their mind. It seems like with a flag, you're going to have the authority to change the situation, circumstances, okay? You're going to be given the authority. I also see a person here with a massive mushroom next to it. Mushroom can be a new resource coming into your life, which symbolizes actually, because it multiplies really fast, it is a good, quick growing source for you. Okay. Let's get into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, and intention, hold it in your mind and let's see what the answer is going to be for that. I see here a sickle type of shape right there. Kind of looks like a new moon as well. I think on the 29th, we're going to have the new moon in Taurus. Taurus is an authority figure. It's an established figure. So this can be your energy of the timeline for you to create that authority for yourself. You can embody the energy of other signs. It doesn't have to be specifically, because I know your zodiac defines your personality and self, but at the same time, this can also be defining your sun, moon, rising, Venus signs, because this is intent for all of that. So you might have Taurus in your chart. I also see a boxing glove here. You might have to put the glove on to maybe just push. There's a person that you're pushing over. This can be someone blocking the pathway, or this can be your desire coming really fast, by the way. It has two stages, and the second stage is going to come faster. There's another desire coming forward before the first one. Another thing here, the boxing glove doesn't like symbolize you actually like coming head to head with someone, but there's somebody here on your way, on your pathway, and this can even be someone maybe they're slow to understand certain things and you might have a time crunch. This can imply that you're going to be like, you're going to put on the glove in the sense of like, you're going to say, you know what, stand aside, I'm going to take care of this thing. And this seems like within the first week this is happening. And then the sun is shining here within the second week. You're opening a new doorway, new pathway. This can even be handling like a certain type of customer, or like if you have people maybe doing the meetings, you maybe taking charge of a meeting. It can symbolize that as well. And then the crescent moon is your new beginning. Actually, not the crescent moon, but the new moon is your new beginning, new good news. Some things are actually going to relaunch itself. It can be the fool's journey. You're going on a new adventure. It can symbolize that as well. Let's get into your tarot now. If you have like a specific subject, you can focus on that. We're going to be looking into overall what's happening around this month. And we're going to be looking into first self, where you are, where you're going. Queen of Wands. Okay. Queen of Wands is your feminine side. She is confident. She makes her moves in silence. She is focused, innovative, also loving, nurturing towards herself. She is unconventional. The black cat. And everybody can think that black cat is a bad luck, but she doesn't, or you don't think that way, because you know if something brings you good luck, you can keep that close to yourself. You're holding this beautiful sunflower that symbolizes you have optimism, positivity. And that optimism actually helps you see the best things in life and also focus on them. The main theme of the month here, we have the Knight of Wands. With that attitude, you're going to find that true passion, your calling, and you're going to start galloping towards it. You're going to even have the inspirational action steps and resources to get there. What you should embrace is the Magician, your power to create anything and everything that you want. You have the Pentacle, the Sword, and the Cup, and you're holding the magic wand in your hand. Even though this is Gemini and Virgo energy, but because he's holding the wand, what happens is, when you look at the original tarot, he has a candle type of a wand in his hand, and the wand is separate from the Magician. It's in front of them as a tool, but this one is holding it. So you are the King of Wands, the Queen of Wands, the Knight of Wands. You're holding the wand. You have the power within you, and this is what you should be embracing right now. If you're expecting things to... yes, it will align and synchronize the right people, right places. You're going to find yourself in right circumstances. But first, it is about deciding on what you want. And that's what you should be embracing at this moment. If you let somebody else decide what you want, you might have to... for example, I keep thinking about like a restaurant reference here. Like if you go to a restaurant and somebody tells you, we have this amazing thing, and then when it comes, you don't like it, you have to return it back, or maybe you might have to eat that thing that you don't want. But if you make the decision And if you pick something that you truly desire and that fits with you, fits with your taste, basically, you will really enjoy it. It seems like magician that you're going to become, you are the alchemist and you can create amazing things. The action step you need to take is 401s. First of all, 401s can symbolize a victory, celebration, a wedding. So finish line, coming to the finish line, completing a project, that's the action step. If you have anything left halfway, it's time to complete them, celebrate them, enjoy them, and then you're going to be setting off to a new adventure. The sunbeams are on the background, shining extremely bright. I love that for you. The final one is the King of Pentacles energy. So it seems like here, when you pursue being, first of all, being who you are, knowing what you want, knowing what you don't want. This is actually like a term. I don't want to mention the name. Manifestation Guru, she uses that a lot. Knowing what you want, knowing what you don't want is the key here. When you set off to the adventure of knowing what you want and when knowing what you don't want, the magician as you are, you're going to know the right action. You're going to take the right action. That will help you embrace the right action, and then that will actually put you in the finish line of the halfway projects or the things that you want to put in behind, so you can set off to a new one, or you can even accomplish your heart's desire immediately and you can celebrate that. But it is going to be something at the end of the day. King of Pentacles, structured, stable. This can include wealth, opportunities, and future stability. Queen of Wands, we have 6 of Cups here, so you might get someone from your past, or you might get nostalgic during the time when you are actually cultivating your creative energy. Maybe something from the past, in the sense of when you were a child, there's something that you always wanted to do. You get to do that. You get the chance to do that. You know what it is? I keep remembering when I was 5 years old, I love painting. I love painting. I still love it. And whenever I said that I love painting, I want to be a painter. They told me that painters die hungry or they starve to death. So then I keep thinking about that. I keep thinking about it recently, because there's a truth to that. But also, I'm wondering if I had pursued that, what would happen? Okay, maybe that was my destiny, because we hear children always talk about these kind of things, but we don't take them seriously. But you might have that kind of like maybe a gem in there. That artistic skill might turn into another thing. It didn't have to be ending up me being like painting like the, I think, who's that? I forgot his name, that paints this massive paintings. I want to say Jackson Pollock, but not him. Not the one. Anyways, I forgot the name of it. He has a lot of paintings in MoMA, and he makes this like not contemporary art. He makes this water lilies and stuff like that. Anyways, Knight of Wands, it comes with the 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords energy can indicate maybe changing your strategy of doing things. It seems like you're going to be thrown into an action-packed month. But the 7 of Swords indicates lying, stealing, cheating sometimes, because we see in the original tarot some disguise stealing the swords before the war. It seems like here I interpret that in the sense of you might need to change your strategy. Instead of going to war, you can actually find another way to resolve conflict. Here we have the Knight of Swords, exactly, by communication, communicating your truth and speaking your truth. You can really change the course and the direction of things here. Star is your magician, your wish fulfillment. You should embrace that you're extremely lucky this timeline, Leo, and we're going to your birthday as well. I know there's still some months, but we're almost there. I feel like here, maybe halfway there. So, Star is your wish fulfillment. When you start to express your magic, when you start to connect with your magic, the stars are going to be aligning. You're going to start to manifest your heart's desires. Wow, with the 4 of Wands, 9 of Cups, guys. This is also wish fulfillment as well. This is the major arcana of the wish fulfillment. This is the minor arcana of the wish fulfillment. Star, like you see, he has 9 cups. You can see the satisfaction on his face. He's looking very good, by the way. And he has the angel wings. They're not really attached on his back. This means that he is actually being protected by the angels, and his desires are coming to him. He's celebrating them and maybe even setting off to a new adventure. again with the King of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is the one plants the seeds, and when you plant the seeds in the right places, they're going to have the chance to grow and bring you lots of luck. I love that for you. Let's get to the oracle now. We're going to look into if you have any blockages, where they lie, and the healing, how the healing come forward. We have increase. You have successfully manifested something near and dear to your heart. I interpret this came forward as a blockage because you might have a glass ceiling. Guy Hendricks has a book. I forgot the name of the book. It has like a fish, I think in a fish bowl, a goldfish on the cover of it. I listened to the audiobook, but it's a good book to understand our mental glass ceilings that we feel limited to, that we cannot break. So it seems like there's an increase coming into your life. And what happens is when that increase happens, if this is outside of a comfort zone, we tend to self-sabotage. You might be blocking yourself to receive that increase because you might be fearful of that. Where the healing lies is the source. Your connection to source is the light and love that shines through you and leads the way. You might be asking, how am I going to connect with the source? What's source? Source is the creator of all that is. All the energy is connected. Think of it as like light bulbs, and the source is the electricity that we're connected to. Basically, that's how I describe it. And that source is actually intellectual, can hear us, feel us. And we are having a human experience here that we are transferring our experiences to the source. So when you connect with the source, close your eyes, this immediately connects us. When you start to focus on your breath and think of that, you are actually on a river, going down the river slowly. There's nothing in sight. This can help you. That kind of like a meditations, transcendental meditations or candle meditations can help you connect with that source. And in those moments, you can ask the source, is there a blockage? How can I let it go? How can I receive more? And the source will answer. Maybe not immediately, but in some different miraculous way, the answer will come. Outcome, how will the situation resolve, is here. Time to lighten up. You may be taking life too seriously. Which, yeah, well, sometimes this idea really, somebody tells me, oh, you're taking things too seriously. That really angers me. But you know what? That can be the final outcome, which is a good thing, to feel like life is a game, because when you start playing the game of life, it actually starts to become enjoyable. What we have here for you is it's easy to get stuck in a routine and lose awareness of how you are spending your time. Remember that whatever you are thinking and feeling has a huge influence how things transpire for you. Pay attention to your actions, feelings, and expectations. Are you trying to force things to work out? Putting extreme amounts of pressure on yourself and maybe others too. You may be overworking, overstressing, and underplaying. Your guides are coming to you today to tell you that it is time to lighten up. And by lightening up, they mean to literally bring in the light by experiencing more joy, laughter, and play. When you do this, it will be easier for you to create the outcome you are working towards. I love that. There's a question here for you. In what areas of your life are you taking things too seriously? In what ways could you lighten up and bring in more joy and laughter? This advice, I'm going to take it too. I'm going to take it too because it's so golden. I love it. Let's get to your second oracle. This is going to be your Deity. I asked the best advice or guidance for my zodiac sign of Leo at this timeline through unconditional love. Thank you. Takshmi also like Lakshmi. I'm going to pull her too because why not? We have Parashuram, Slayer of Demons, guys. You see he's holding his axe and bow. This is Sagittarius energy, but the axe, I feel like he's holding it like the magician holding the magic wand here. This is your mantra. You can take a screenshot of that. May the son of Jadagagni Parashuram, whose sharp axe was doomed to the wicked kings, just as the fire to the moth, bring you endless victory. Teaching ability, ultimate justice for all, skill in martial arts, converting warrior spirits and qualities into peaceful ones. It's beautiful, guys. This deity can be accompanying you along this month. And I also have the Lakshmi, goddess of fortune, exactly. She left on the table, so she stayed on the table because I feel like she wanted to come forward. This is her mantra. I can take a screenshot of that. O Mahalakshmi, bestower of success and intelligence, worldly enjoyment and liberation, I bow down to you. O goddess, whose form is mystic syllable. Okay, she can improve social status, increase wealth and luxuries, career promotions or acknowledgement, good and faithful marriage partner, especially wife. And we have, I'm going to show you the screen, like this one. Maybe you can even make it your like a visual. You can see her. We have the elephant. This is actually loyalty. Okay, you can crop it on the sides. And seems like here, I feel like she has a high energy, good fortune. She says she's going to bring. You can, even think about her time to time and feel her high value and fortune that she's bringing. Let's see your spirit animal of guidance. And then we're going to pull your affirmation. Cardinal, the polarities of your spiritual pursuits and physical pleasures are out of balance. So do whatever is necessary to bring them back into equilibrium. So do whatever actually balances you out. And I see here red color coming forward. It can be also your root chakra needs to tend to. I let an inner sense of quiet multiply each day as I strengthen my faith in the love of the universe. Love of the universe indicates that the universe loves you, the creator energy loves you, and always support you. Okay, when you quiet your mind, you can get in touch with that energy and receive more and more inspiration from it. All right, my beautifuls, that's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, don't forget to give this one a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of these, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I wish you all a magical day. Bye.